and Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel. My name's Chloe and I talk about books a lot. Let's go ahead. Let's catch up. Let's talk about if I hit my goals for 2025 and what my new goals are for 2026. Cue intro. So my goals for 2025 were not that detailed. I didn't take it all that seriously. I do have them on a really old notes on my phone. So, goal number 1 was to read 50 books. Did I do it? Yes! I read 62 in the end. I don't know how, because I had a 2-month reading slump. I literally did not finish a book for 2 months. But here we are. I did it. If you followed me on TikTok last year, you would have seen me do a TBR challenge in which I wrapped up all of my books and was picking out a number and reading said book. So I set myself a goal of don't buy any more books until the TBR challenge was completed. I failed this quite big time. My TBR ended up being larger than what it was at the beginning of the TBR challenge. By quite a considerable amount, but it's okay, whatever, we move on. I did succeed in like a good 4-month book buying ban at the beginning of last year. So overall, as an avid book buyer goes, I think that's pretty good. Number 3 was to get back to regular posting. And once again, this was real hit and miss. I went through stages where I was posting every single day and multiple times a day. And then I got into a bit of a slump. It wasn't just a reading slump, it was a life slump. And everything just sort of went away. I didn't do anything. So, here and there. The next one was to make more bookish friends. And I'm so unbelievably happy to say that I definitely did do that. I have grown close with a wonderful group of people. Indie here on YouTube. Oh my god, I adore her. Beth, who we're trying to force back onto YouTube because she did make some previous YouTube videos. Catherine, who I've only grown closer with this year. Carly. Hi, all of you. I know you're watching this because you're all the most supportive people in the world. Thank you very much for coming into my life or remaining in my life in 2025. You all mean so much to me. Next one was to actually start posting on my Instagram. Yeah, that didn't happen. I think I posted once. It just doesn't interest me. Instagram bores me now. I don't post on my personal one very often. It is what it is. And last but not least, my last goal was to finish more series than I started. So I did write a list. So my finished series of 2025 was the Caraval series, the Avalon Bay series, The Naturals, Celestial Kingdom, Lord of the Rings, and Knockabout, which was 6 series. I started The Once Upon a Broken Heart, The Dirty Air, The 6 Crimson Cranes, The Roots of Chaos, The Feybound, The Faithful and the Fallen, and the Chestnut series, which is 7. I was so close to being tired. So close to being tired. But you know what? I'll take it. But those were my 2025 goals. I don't think I did that bad. Considering. It was a year. It was a hell of a year. So I don't think I did that bad. But now let's move on to my 2026 goals. So my reading goal for the year, the most important goal to a reader, I have upped my reading goal from 50 to 65. It's quite the jump, but I think I can do it. I think maybe I could beat it. I don't know. It all depends on how my later goals pan out. If they pan out the way I think they're going to pan out, we could smash 65. But we shall see. Goal number 2. I want to end the year with the TBR smaller than when I started it. Okay? Okay, Chloe? Okay? So I am putting a book buying rule. I'm not going on a book buying ban because we have learned, other than that remarkable 4 months that I managed at the beginning of last year, they just don't work for me. I'm very much a person, you tell me you can't do that, I'm gonna do it. Don't push that button, Chloe. Okay, you know? So instead, I am setting a rule. If it is the beginning of the month, like so say it's now early February, and I see a book that I want. Did I read 5 books or more in January? I did. Buy that book. Buy it. I didn't? No, you don't get that book. You've not reduced your TBR enough to warrant buying a book right now. If, say, somehow I have a month like I did in May last year where I read 14 books in 1 month, I would allow myself to buy like 3 books. So the more books I read, the more books I'm going to allow myself to buy. I do have pre-orders throughout the year. I have treated myself to the Wordy and Wild subscription box. So there will still be books incoming throughout the year. But I think this is a good way of making sure my TBR is smaller at the end of the year. We will complete my next TBR challenge. This is my TBR challenge. This will be becoming a full-length series here on YouTube and only on YouTube. So in here are prompts. I don't know how many prompts. I'll recount before. And you will also have a TBR count before. And I will just pick a book that goes with the prompts. And my aim is to finish this jar by the end of the year. Next up, I want to do a 24-hour reading challenge once a month. In 2025, I discovered my deep-rooted love for a 24-hour reading challenge. I do not know how many I completed. And there was some that I didn't complete. But I am going to do one once a month, which is why I think that I could absolutely smash 65 books. Because when I do a reading challenge, like the 24-hour ones, I average 7 to 8 books per challenge. Like if I manage to do the reading challenge for 12 months and say I read 7 books in each challenge, that's 84 books. And that's just in the challenges. Never mind the buddy reads that I'm going to do, because I'm already signed up for 2 buddy reads in the upcoming future, and any of my casual reading. But I am also aware that some months life just gets too hectic. So I will allow myself 2 passes for the reading challenges. I do have a feeling one of those passes will take place in December, because if it's anything like our previous December, like last year, I ain't got time for that. We didn't stop. So I think it could be then. May is also usually pretty hectic for us, and we may have a couple of holidays this year. So that one we're going to play by ear. We've got some skips if we need, but I'm really hoping I don't need, because I just love doing them. And you will get full-length videos for each challenge. Next up, I want to use my book journal for every single book that I read. So I got this in a mystery box from Wordy and Wild months ago now. Maybe like the summer? I can't remember. I've not touched it yet. So I'm gonna start. I've already started writing in my priority lists on here. But I'm very, very excited. I am trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate my DNFs into here, because there's not like a slot, which I think is one of the things it's missing. I think this is a good starting reading journal, and it will do me good for this year. If I really fall in love with it, I will probably end up getting a more detailed one next year, because this is literally just your monthly tracker and then a book review page. But also what I'm going to do is, I was given these wonderful bookmarks by my lovely friend Catherine, who I've already spoken about. I have decided for each of my 5-star reads this year, because if I'm reading as much as I think I'm going to read, I'm hoping there's going to be quite a lot. I'm going to fill these out. So anything that I absolutely fall in love with and rate 5 stars is going to fill up these bookmark tracker things. And then they're going to decorate my wall space because I have a little bookish wall over there. If I read a book and I think, I'm not going to reread that. Bye, book. Goodbye. See you later. You're not welcome here anymore. I've realised I really did get into the thing of I was buying books just to buy books. In 2025, my taste in books really defined itself. I have found what I love. Spoiler alert, it's fantasy. I've now been like looking at my bookshelves thinking, I'm never going to read you because I don't care about you. You're not what I want to read. So I am currently in the process of unhauling loads of books. You will also see that video. So if I'm not going to reread that book is going bye-bye. And the last 2 goals are for my channels. So my YouTube channel and my TikTok channel. So TikTok, I started with the goal of post daily on TikTok, which, you know, is ideal. But let's be real, for me, it's very unrealistic. I get sidetracked a lot. So I'm just going to try and post consistently, like 4 times a week. If I can do more than that, amazing. But I want to put effort into my videos. Like, don't get me wrong, you'll get some where I just put you down and I'm like just chatting shit to you, because sometimes that's what you need to do. I also love watching other people do that. Those are some of my favourite videos, when someone just goes, hang on, I need to tell you something. I want to put effort into the content I create because that is what I enjoy doing, is the actual creation of the content. So if I try and post every day, I just think that quality is just going to drop. So consistently on TikTok. And here on YouTube, I want to be here for you twice a week. Thursdays and Sundays. Yay! I already missed a Thursday, but it was New Year's Day, so I don't think it counts. My goal is from now. Because I've not even been home, so it's been very hard. And I pre-filmed this video, actually, and my mic died in the middle of it, so I couldn't even use it. But yes, I plan on being here for you on Thursdays and Sundays, and I am very, very much looking forward to it. So I really hope you join me along for the ride in 2026. See if I manage to do these goals. I really, really think I could. I have an amazing support system around me in my partner and in my bookish friends. I have a petty reading challenge with my best friend. We do it every year. I beat her every year, and I will never stop. I will stop at nothing to make sure I win. So that's always very helpful, is when you've got that petty aspect to your goals. But yeah, I hope you all had a wonderful new year. And like I said, I hope you join me for my goal. Please subscribe if you want to, no pressure. And drop me a comment. What is your reading goals for 2026? I will speak to you very shortly. Bye!